Consequently, everything is out of control. I'm referring to states of emergency, closing of schools, and panicked citizens. Every time there is a global crisis, the same story is told. Most people become anxious. They're all over the place. People with common sense make the most of the circumstances because of this. These techniques will be effective whenever there is fear and panic present. So today I'm going to be running through how you can make millions from the coronavirus market crash and any recession-causing crisis in the future. I was able to weather the last two recessions and grow my business back to full strength in a remarkably short period of time by having the appropriate finances in place. Make sure to discuss your specific situations with a financial advisor before taking any action. Let's first break down what the market crash is and why it's happening. Over the past 10 years, our economy has expanded astronomically. It's been up, but it has recently come to an end and has begun to crash. Now that businesses are making more money, there is obviously a greater demand for workers. They also make more money when there are more employed people. Now consider how delicate this series of events is. The entire system just crumbles in our faces. If even one link breaks, like when people stop spending money, currently, we are witnessing a massive chain of events come undone. Partially as a result of the virus, but primarily as a result of the widespread panic sparked by the media. Contrary to what the media would have you believe, the world is not ending. Increased viewership and readership is their primary goal. News because they can increase the amount of money they make from the advertising they rely on. On top of this, there are huge disruption problems to supply chains. Especially people are Apple and Amazon who depend on all of these items coming from China. It causes a trickle-down effect. This explains why there may have been empty shelves in the store, and even some fighting over toilet paper. Who would have ever thought that? Lots of investors see this unfolding and start to panic. They liquidate their stocks and shares. What should we learn most from this, then? Fear is regarded as the stock market's main adversary. But you know what? It could be your number one friend. You have to adapt in situations like these just like a virus. Look for the chance. Avoid being overcome or becoming paralyzed. Analyze everything. Be smart and take action. Just do it, even if it's not perfect. Let's get started without further ado. Spend less while accumulating a safety net. Don't be at all generous. If you don't already have one, use it all to start a safety fund. Now that index funds are made up of many different companies, they can rise or fall with the market. People are currently afraid, which has resulted in a sharp decline. In a year, the market will be worth much more money. If the current state of affairs starts to improve and people begin to feel better, this will set off a series of events that will cause the market to experience a sharp recovery. Anyone who isn't ready to invest for at least 5 years now shouldn't follow this strategy, in my opinion. The SP 500 index fund is one of the most well-known ones. The largest 500 American corporations, including Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft, are included in this list. The amazing part is that buying and holding this fund for 20 years has never seen a person lose money. Just let that sink in. Over a 20-year. It has never produced a negative result. So hurry up and put the marker here. You say, what should I do first? I now adore using Vanguard index funds. You can very easily navigate to their websites. Start a new account. Your risk tolerance is up to you. Now, as a general rule, you should take less risk as you get older. The difficult words shouldn't deter you. Identical match. Continue making investments. It would be best if you could automate it. The best time to plant a tree, as the proverb goes, was last year. However, the second best time is now, so start now. Don't panic when your investment declines. That is the most important thing to keep in mind. If you leave it there for long enough, you'll make money, so don't even look at it. Naturally, I don't have time to go over all of my exact investing techniques in this video. But if you'd like to see a video like that in the future, give this video the old thumbs up. 3 Selling shovels. The gold miner is one of 2 distinct types of entrepreneurs. These are the business people who go out and look for money. They put in a lot of effort and are never satisfied. Sometimes making absolutely nothing and other times being extremely successful. I work as this kind of person every day. I search for market gaps and then go out and source that product in the hopes that when I'm at a show in Asia I'll find that gold mine and be able to negotiate an exclusive deal, and I'll give as many people as I can access to that product. Selling shovels comes in second. These are the entrepreneurs that supply the tools that the miners need to make money, because everyone is searching for it, and requires the necessary tools to do so. It is irrelevant whether the gold miners succeed in finding it. This is significant, because the current crisis is changing the demand. Additionally, chances are appearing elsewhere. Consider the coronavirus outbreak. People are being forced to isolate themselves, which is causing the demand for virtual technology. That enables people to work from home to explode, to educate their students. Even schools are using online streaming services. You'll be onto a winner as soon as you can start producing and selling goods that enable companies to continue mining for cash in spite of the crisis. Now, you may be thinking that all sounds good during a crisis. But what happens when everything goes back to normal? Well, the truth is that even after all this is over, you'll have the greatest sales picture in the world. I could go into many companies that have been caught off guard by the coronavirus, show them my product, and tell them that this product can safeguard them. Budgeting, this is the first and foremost step towards managing your finances effectively. Create a monthly budget that outlines your income and expenses. This should include fixed expenses like rent or mortgage payments, utilities, and food, as well as discretionary spending like entertainment or eating out. Understanding where your money goes can help you identify areas where you can cut back. Save and invest. Aim to save at least 20% of your income. If that's not possible, start with what you can and gradually increase the percentage. Your savings can be used to build an emergency fund, typically 3 to 6 months of living expenses, which can provide a financial buffer in case of unexpected expenses or loss of income. Beyond that, consider investing your money to grow it over time. Diversifying your investments can help spread risk. You might invest in a mix of assets like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or real estate, depending on your financial goals, risk tolerance, and time horizon. Reduce debt. If you have high-interest debt, such as credit card debt, it's important to pay this down as quickly as possible, as the interest can quickly accumulate and prolong the payoff period. You might consider strategies like the debt snowball, paying off smallest debts first to build momentum, or debt avalanche, paying off highest interest debt first to minimize total interest methods. Please remember that personal finance is highly individual, and what works best for you may depend on your income, expenses, lifestyle, and financial goals. It's often a good idea to consult with a financial advisor or planner to help you make the best decisions for your situation.